What's up, everybody? Big Al here, back with Degen Bets. Finally, UFC 324 is here. Been waiting for this for about a month. Without further ado, let's get into the card. You got Justin Gaethje is going up against Paddy Pimblett for the interim title. Um, Everything is set up for Paddy to win this fight. Too many green flags for Paddy, too many red flags for Justin. They could have put Armin in this scenario, but Armin does not deserve it because he pulled out of his fight with Islam a little bit ago. Everyone's complaining about that. Armin, you're on the shit list. Justin's been there for the UFC, so they're giving him this shot, but more importantly, they're not doing it out of their good heart. They're doing it because they want Paddy to have that belt, to make him a stud, to set up the Tapuria fight, and I don't see how Paddy disappoints. He's been looking good, and this is the exact type of fighter that Justin Gaethje loses to. Paddy's gonna take him to the ground eventually, and I don't see Gaethje being able to do much. So give me Paddy minus 240, and it's actually going to be my second most confident pick of the night, and I'm putting them in my lock parlay. It was Harrison, but that fight got canceled. Unfortunately, I was really high on Harrison. Thought she was going to destroy Nunes. But with that one out, I'm putting Paddy in. And my number one lock of the night is none other than Sean O'Malley to beat Song Yadong worse than I beat my dong after a night of blow. Might get bloody, but I do believe that O'Malley has all the tools to win this fight, and Yadong just simply doesn't. You need to grapple O'Malley successfully in order to be able to stop him from boxing your head off for 3 rounds. It's going to be a long fight. I think it's going to go all the way to decision. I think O'Malley wins an easy decision. Maybe Yadong wins round 1, but once O'Malley gets into his zone and is able to use his range in boxing, superior boxing, Yadong this is a level above. O'Malley's at that level. You have to be either Petr Yan or Merab, elite grappling, or Yan really, to be able to beat O'Malley. And I think O'Malley makes it look easy. Give me O'Malley minus 200. Parlay that with Justin Gaethje. Boom. There's your lock at plus 110. Multi-unit play there. Very confident on that play. If you don't like Gaethje or you don't like parlays, go with O'Malley by decision at plus 110. You could also parlay O'Malley decision and Paddy if you like both for a little bit sweeter odds, getting probably a little bit over that plus 200 marker. Next fight is the feature fight of the night. It's going to be Derek Lewis versus Waldo Cortez Costa. Costa's riding high off his last 2 wins. The Leisure fight was weird with the eye poke, and his last fight was short notice, but he came out and came through. 2 first-round knockouts. I thought he was going to be able to box this whole fight, and just take an easy decision. But from the press conference and from the weigh-ins, the face-off, it looks like Acosta's going to try to go out there and knock Lewis the fuck out in the first round. And it's playing right into Lewis's game plan, which is just catch him early, and make him pay for it. I'm staying away from this fight, but if I was to bet it, I'd probably go Lewis. Lewis knockout is plus 350. Lewis knockout first round is plus 550. So a little flyer on Lewis or skip. Next is Rose Namajunas versus Natalia Silva. Rose has not looked great in this division, but she's a pretty big dog at plus 300. I like Natalia Silva, but against Rose being a minus 400, I don't see it. I think the line's too out of whack, kind of similar to the Costa fight. If Waldo was even like minus 150, minus 175, same with Silva, I'd probably lean their way. But at these odds, I could see a flyer on Rose. I could see Rose potentially getting her down, either maybe for 2 rounds or submitting her. But I would stay away from this fight as well. Next is the first fight of the main card of the year: Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. I love this fight. I love this fight. I was kind of on Allen all month, but a lot of people were on Silva, so I was gonna skip it. I wasn't sure. Then this past week, during the press conferences, Balk if you're gay, that was great. And the weigh-ins, this whole fucking thing. What the fuck was that? I mean, Gypsy, Black Magic, gang signs, whatever it is, I'm with it. Okay, if he's using some kind of black magic, Arnold Allen, good for you. The aura's there. I like the way Allen's confidence looks. I think Silva is way too emotional. He's way too emotional, and that's what usually gets him in trouble. And I think that's what's going to get him in trouble here, potentially. At plus 200, Allen is my only big underdog of the night. I'm not super confident in it, but at plus 200 odds, I like it. I'll take it. I'm not putting it in a parlay, but I will play it separately. If I do put in a parlay, it will be a Degen parlay for sure. But as far as plus money bets go, there's not a lot of them. This is one of them. That's our main card. Now for our prelims, Davison Figueiredo's fighting Umar Nurmagomedov. This is a joke. Davison looked awful on the scale as well, but Nurmagomedov's going to destroy him. There's no reason these two should be fighting besides you're just trying to set up Nurmagomedov and just trying to, if you really wanted to make this competitive, you would do O'Malley versus Nurmagomedov, right? The winner of that could fight Yan. That's what it really should be. But you don't want that. You want O'Malley to fight Yan, and you're just kind of using Nurmagomedov for now and just kind of putting him on ice till you need him for a big pay-per-view. So Nurmagomedov, easy win. Go on to the next. Gauthier versus Pulev, another minus 1,200, 1,500. Stupid. Gautier's going to destroy him, but there's nothing to bet there unless you put Nurmagomedov and Gauthier in some stupid, crazy parlay, which I will. Next is going to be Krylov versus Bukaki. Now, I did not really want to bet this fight. This fight looked weird to me. The line's going down. Bukaki was a much higher favorite, and now it's like getting almost close to a pick. I think he's like minus 125, 130. Krylov's older. He's got knocked out his last 2 fights, but those were against pretty good competition, and Guskov and Reyes with good power. Krylov's the better overall fighter, but he's old, and if he's past this prime and his chin's gone, then Bukaki could land that one shot to knock him the fuck out. But I kind of see this maybe being a closer fight and it potentially going long. If it's not knocked out in the first round, it could go all the way to decision. And the decision odds are ridiculous. It's plus 390 if it goes to decision. Doesn't matter who wins, just to go to decision. And Krylov to win by decision, which I think might be his actual best bet, potentially, is like plus 800, plus 900 yesterday, plus 800 today. As far as a flyer goes, that might be what to do there or skip. Next, besides that, we have Charles Johnson versus Perez. I was also going to skip this one. I was a big fan of Perez for a long time. He's looked actually pretty good in all his fights that he's lost. And he lost them really close. The Asu barely choked him out. And there was a freak injury versus the Tyra fight. But he came in looking awful at the weigh-ins, over 2.5 pounds. And even at the face-off, which was like 5-6 hours later, he looked like shit. While Charles Johnson looked amazing. He had his daughter with him, all smiles, great hairdo, if you're into that kind of thing. I thought the aura was all there. He looked super confident. He's the only guy to knock out Van, the current champion. Um, and his Loner Kavanaugh fight, he knocked him out too. So he's riding really high while Perez is on a downslope. And for some reason, it was minus 200 yesterday. Now Charles Johnson's minus 160. I don't know what's going on there, but that's became one of my most confident picks. And I like Johnson minus one. I actually like him inside the distance. I don't know if it's going to be submission. I think knockout, but just inside the distance, like plus 200, I would definitely look at that. I don't see how Paris is going to go 3 rounds the way he looked yesterday. Might be good in the first round, but then the fatigue and stamina should show itself later in the fight. And Johnson's really good at that second, third round finish. Next, we have Michael Johnson versus Hernandez. Skip this fucking fight. Hernandez was almost a minus 200. Now it's even. And I don't know why. Nobody knows why. The line just moved like crazy. Some books still don't have it. All of yesterday, you couldn't bet it. Way too fishy. There's either an injury, something weird's going on. I don't know what it is. I said that if this was even odds, I would go Hernandez at plus money. I like Johnson for the value. This fight could go either way. I'm skipping it with everything going on. Don't touch it. Just watch and see what happens. I wonder if it's another cheating scandal, if it's an injury. I really wonder what made that line move so much. It's not typical to see that. Next, Hockett versus Freeman. It's Carl Winslow, bro. The guy fucking looks like Carl Winslow all the way. As much as I love Family Matters, I think Hockett's gonna be able to win this fight, and I'm just curious how. He's gonna knock him out. Because Carl Winslow looked awful. He won his first fight, but that was a snooze fest. While Hockett's the exact opposite. He goes out there and makes the fight happen. He's gonna look for a finish, but I think he's kind of better out everywhere. And I like Hockett too. He's a little smaller, but that might be to his advantage with the speed. Hockett minus 240. Put him in some parlays if you like. It's not my top 5, but I'd probably my 6th most confident pick. And then my number 3, actually most confident pick, he's minus 500. But Ty Miller is going to beat the shit out of Adam Fugit. I don't think Fugit has a chance in this world. Fugit's only job here is to be a stepping stone for somebody's first fight in the UFC. And that's what he's doing. Could his veteran savviness no, I don't think so. I watched his fights recently just to understand who he was, and this guy is the perfect level 1 fighter that you just destroy. Right, that's what he's. And Ty Miller can't put him away or succumbs to some shit. Then he doesn't belong in the UFC. But I think Ty Miller he's big. He's great boxing. And there's no reason he shouldn't win this fight. So those are all the picks. Now, as far as the bets go, real quick, O'Malley and Patty the Batty plus 110. Now, if you add Ty Miller, it's about plus 148 for those 3. Ty Miller's the first fight, so you could always go ahead and if something happens to the Ty Miller fight, just reload. Now, adds Charles Johnson to that for a 14 parlayer. Now you're a plus 300. I like it. I like it a lot, especially if Johnson doesn't come through for whatever reason. You can always reload. Now you want to go a little bit Degen. You want to go a little bit wacky. You want better odds. Fuck it. Go for the Gypsy. Arnold Allen makes it plus 1082. Want a little bit more? Throw Hocken in there, plus 1519. It was plus 1589, but right when I was looking at the odds, Hocken went from a minus 235 to like a minus 270 on Caesars. Now you want a little bit more, but you kind of want to guarantee it. You don't want to take too big of a risk. If you add Gutier and Umar, you go from 1519 to about plus 1800. There's no way in hell that either one of these guys should lose. So feel free to throw them in there if you want. At plus 1800, that's pretty degen right there. I would cap that right there as any significant bets go that I'd feel confident about. Now, if you want some super degen shit, you want a lottery ticket, throw the decision of Krylov and Bukaki, and then you get plus 9173. Whoa, plus 9,173. Fuck it. Krylov to win by decision. Plus 15,987. Fuck it. Derek Lewis round 1. Plus 104,463. Why not? Good luck on your bets. Like the video, comment on the video, let me know what you're taking. Let me know what you think of my picks. But you know, I'm doing a separate thing this year where I'm putting $1,000 on my 10 most confident picks, and I'm gonna be parlaying that throughout the year. And if about even odds on all of those should get me up to $1 million. So if my next 10 most confident picks go through, I'll be parlaying every 1,000 into it. So my first one of the year is Patty the Batty and Sean O'Malley at plus 110. Let me know what you think. Good luck on your bets, and see you next week.